Okay, in today's mini lesson we're going to learn about sixth chords. Let's start with an E flat chord. This is the root, the third, and the fifth. And what I'm doing in the left hand is I'm just doubling the root. So you can play it in this octave or down the octave. So if you take the root down a half step, you get a major seventh chord. If you take the root down another half step, you get a seventh chord. And if you take the root down another half step, you get a sixth chord. You hear six chords in songs like Beginning to See the Light. It has sort of that mellow sound. So you'll see a sixth chord like this. What I did here is I took the third down the octave. See, this note G is between the first two of the three black keys. G. You come down here, first two of the three black keys, play it there. You get the same chord, just in another voicing. A voicing is just the arrangement of notes. Major seventh, dominant seventh, and sixth. So another interesting variation on chords that you'll see is a sharp fifth. So let's take our E flat chord. If you raise the fifth a half step, you get a sharp fifth chord. So this is E flat, sharp fifth, and then you can go to the chord up a fourth from around the circle of fifth. So your root, which is on E flat, you can take up to A flat. So from E flat to A flat. But I'm doing this down the octave. I'll do it in this octave so you can see it. So E flat, E flat sharp fifth, then A flat. So it has that ascending chromatic where it moves from the fifth of the first chord to the sharp fifth, and then to the third of the next chord around the circle of fifths. So that's E flat sharp fifth, or E flat augmented, A flat, and then you could do the same thing here. So here's the fifth of A flat, and you could take this to A flat sharp fifth, or A flat augmented, to D flat. This just helps you move around the circle of fifths. A lot of times you'll see these as a augmentation of a 2-5 pattern. So remember, we learned this 2-5 pattern: D minor 7 to G7 to C major 7. D minor 7, G7, C major 7. So what you can do here is, if you add the root on the D minor 7, that'll become the sharp fifth. If you take it up a half step of your G7, so that'd be G7 sharp 5, and that moves right into the third of your C major 7. So this is the same basic thing of what we were doing. If we had G augmented, or G sharp 5, then C major 7. So that's a little bit about sixth chords.